Hello and welcome to Wake Up America. For too long, American private businesses and the American government have collectively overlooked the employment gap created by our international trade deficits. The worst offender on an individual basis is China, because it produces such a vast array of the consumer goods we use every day in this country. However, the same can be said, albeit on a smaller scale, for virtually every nation on this earth with whom we trade. According to the Census Bureau, the seasonally adjusted trade deficit in 2009 was more than $501 billion. In 2008, it was more than $816 billion. In 2007, $808 billion. In 2006, $827 billion. It may seem like the trade deficit was vastly improved from 2008 to 2009, but for the most part, the drop in trade was more related to Americans having no money whatsoever for any purchases, and less related to our economy becoming self-sufficient and productive once again. If the United States were at parity with international trade, instead of constantly buried under trillions of dollars in accumulated debt, we could create and sustain millions of jobs in this country. Last year alone, the $500 billion lost would have been enough to pay 10 million people a $50,000 salary for 1 year. In essence, if all we did was reduce our intake while simultaneously increasing our output, we could completely erase all unemployment in this country. Taking on the entire international system at once is impossible, and changing everything like flipping a switch is equally unlikely. But we can begin to take steps toward accomplishing balance in international trade. To start, the U.S. can take on the worst offenders, starting with China, and take them to task for the policies they utilize to undermine our economy. China's currency manipulation alone has been estimated to cost the U.S. anywhere between 500,000 and 1 million jobs in manufacturing. If the U.S. forced China to abandon its internationally recognized and illegal currency manipulation, it could create thousands of job opportunities for Americans overnight. If we could then address the problem of their state-sponsored industries, their depressing of wages, and their crude environmental policies, we could finally achieve balance. We could then move on to each and every nation with whom we trade until the playing field is fair and level. It may be that in a completely fair system, the U.S. will naturally carry some trade deficit, but our current system is far from fair, and it would be far more beneficial to try to create parity than it would be to simply pursue the disastrous course we are already on. For more related news and topics, please tune in and log on every day at economyincrisis.org.
Wake up, America! Open up your eyes! Wake up, America! Wake up!